Now begins Chapter 2, The One.
おい、起きろ。起きろ。釈放だ。早く支度しろ。
よかったな、目撃者がいて。あの可愛い顔したお前さんの部下の子に感謝すんだな。
Hana-chanのことですか。
あの女すげえ必死だったぜ。雨の中ずぶ濡れになりながらここに来て「社長はやってません」ってな。
そうですか。
おい秋山、これ以上金村工業みたいなクズとは付き合うな。駆け込み寺だかなんだか知らねえが、てめえみてえに誰彼構わず金を貸すバカがいると、バカから金借りたバカが調子に乗って暴れんだ。これ以上俺ら警察の邪魔しないでくれよな。
何が言いたいんですか。
お前がゲーム感覚で金を貸すと犯罪が増えるって言ってんだよ。
ゲーム感覚ですか。
そうだ。今回のドンパチもお前が絡んでたってことは割れてんだ。お前が遊び半分で金村連中を煽ってっからこんなことになっちまったんだよ。
杉内さん。
ああ、
俺はね、俺なりの信念があって金貸してるつもりなんですよ。だから金貸しはやめません。もういいですか。早く帰りたいんで。
金村が死んだよ。
いつ？
お前がぐっすり寝ている最中だ。いいか、これ以上金村工業と上野清和会の件には関わるな。てめえが金村の連中に近づいたらこっちも徹底的にお前のこと洗ってやるぞ。
Oh, Chief! I finally got a hold of you. I'm so glad you're out. I thought you'd be in the slammer for weeks, months, maybe even years. Hana-chan, you know I was only there for questioning, right? They didn't actually arrest me. Whatever it was, I'm so relieved. All that running I did down to the station paid off. Yeah. You really came through for me, Hana-chan. I appreciate it. By the way, Chief, while you've been lounging around in jail, work's been piling up like there's no tomorrow. Get back to the office, now! Hana-chan, please. I barely slept a wink last night. I'm seriously wiped out here. And whose fault is that, All of that nonsense yesterday could have been avoided if you just did your job. Don't let me down this time, Chief. We have tons of work to do. Hana-chan? Hello? She hung up on me. Might as well head back to Sky Finance. You may as well. But yes, we return now with more of Yakuza 4. This is part 2, and now we begin chapter 2. The 1. And since we leveled up, we may as well just get these. The Scolding Glare. The Down to Taunt. And I believe the Boozer's Lore. Yeah, we got these. Hopefully it's enough. Believe me. Because the rest will be all like 2, 1, and then we start getting the 2s. Because there's going to be stuff that we need. But anyway, let's press on. If you enjoy what I do, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. To my 45,820 subscribers, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I want things to improve. The watch time for the month of June was better than May, but we need to improve it a lot. 78% of our watch time is from non-subscribers. If you're not subscribed and you watch my stuff, please consider hitting that sub button. It only takes 2 seconds of your time. I can't stress that enough, honestly. So anyway, yeah, time for us to continue on. We need to head to Sky Finance. Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to head to Sky Finance. It's like on the other side. Yakuza 4 ain't much, though. But we're playing as a different character other side from Kiryu. That's not until later. Sorry. You can't, like, click zoom in. But yeah, a lot has changed. They even added pachinko machines, which, if you play this game on Steam, they removed it. It's only on the PS4 version. And yes, I'll devote a part to that. Here I thought I'd be living the dream. Huh? Why do I look so down? Well, I came all the way here to the land of cherry blossom trees to study Japanese, but half the people in this town don't even speak it. Especially when you go west of the Champion District to Little Asia. What's Asia doing in my Japan? I tried to go in, but they yelled at me in some foreign language and shooed me away. This is Japan! Speak Japanese! Yeah, however, a character who can speak other languages might be able to talk their way in. Yes, once I mastered Japanese, I'll have to start learning Chinese. Why can't anything be easy? It's never easy. Ah, great. Here we go. They brought this back. They brought that back from Yakuza 3. Dude, no. What? Why do you want to do that? Seriously? Akiyama does his basic kicks. Get off! Oh, so that's how you just taunt them and you get like more heat. Oh my god, that was stupid. Really? You come up to me? Moron! Okay. So I'm spending the first few minutes beating people up. At least it's a bit more bearable than Yakuza 3's fighting. Yeah. Nice, we get a Turner. And they still do that just like how it was in Pokemon for whatever dumb reason. Let's get our hands on the sliding reversal. Okay, so for this one... we'll get our hands on the quick step attack. Trust me, you're gonna see a lot of stuff that they've added in Yakuza 4 compared to Yakuza 3. Yep, they brought locker keys again. And that means you need to find them all.
もう油固まっちゃってるよ。あれ、ライター、ライター。あれ？
すみません。
ああ、すみません。お客さんですか。どうぞどうぞ。はい。
スカイファイナンスってこちらでよろしいんでしょうか。
ええ。ああ、ここちょっと分かりにくい場所ですもんね。どうぞどうぞ、おかけください。
はい。はい。
ご融資のご相談でしょうか。
まあ、
はい。
タバコ吸ってもいいでしょうか。
ああ、はいはい。どうぞどうぞ。すいませんね。接客はいつもジムの女の子に任せっきりなもんで、こういう時気が利きませんで。どうぞ。
すみません。はい。
それでご融資の件ですが。
はい。それなんですが、
ええ。
こちら保証人や担保なしで無制限にお金を貸してもらえるというのは本当でしょうか。
無制限 ですか。どちらでそのような話を？言えないと。まあいいでしょう。多分あなたへの融資を断った同業他社の方にでも聞いたんでしょうから。うちの店は金貸せないけどあの店なら貸してくれるかもよって。どうせ他にもいろいろ吹き込まれたんでしょう。うちの店は同業の人たちにはあんまり評判良くないでしょうからね。で、おいくらほど必要なんですか？ライターお借りしてもいいですか？
ええ、どうぞ。
大女優。あ、まあ、いや、カムロ町にしては変わった名前のお店だなと思いまして。今、あなたが働いてるお店のライター？
あ、いや、そうではないんですけど。以前、そのお店にお世話になっていたことがありまして。
そっちの業界、長いんですか？
ええ、まあそれなりに。
で、いくら必要なんですか？とりあえずいくら貸してほしいのか言ってくれなくちゃこっちも話のしようがないんで。
1億。現金で1億円。10日以内に私に融資していただけませんでしょうか。
1億ですか。
はい。
保証人はい
ません。
担保も
ありません。
保証人なし、担保なし。それで現金一括で1億円ね。あんたさ、自分の言ってることの意味分かってんの？
やっぱり無理ですよね、そんな話。そうですよね。すみません。私どうかしてました。この話忘れてください。お時間取らせてしまってすみませんでした。それじゃあ。
ちょっと待った。貸さないとは言ってませんよ。まあゆっくりお茶でも飲みながらお話ししませんか
？Now, here's the deal. We require each of our clients to pass a test before we finance their loans. A test? That's right. A test to gauge whether or not we can trust you. Trust me? Yep. We test all of our customers before agreeing to loan them anything. We had one person care for the elderly for a week and another pick up all the litter in Kamurocho. We even had one woman work in the red light district. The tests get more difficult depending on the loan amount and terms. And in your case, well, the test will be hard. You got it. But if you pass, I promise to loan you the amount you want under the terms you specified.
「以上が当店からの条件です。テストに合格しなければ融資することはできません。さっき10日以内って言ってたけど、つまりあなたすぐにお金が必要なんだよね。
はい。
急いでるんだよね。
はい、そうです。
でもテストに受からなかったら時間の無駄遣いになっちゃうわけなんだけど、どうします？それでもテストの方受けてみますか？
はい、やらせてください。
本当にいいんですね。
私にはもう他の選択肢はないんです。お願いします。そのテスト受けさせてください。
Alright. Mind if I take this? And mind if Tyler can just basically stay out of it? Go right ahead. Sky Finance. Oh, is this Akiyama-san? Kito-chan, where are you? Is everything okay? I'm down at the Kamurocho Peace Precinct. They just finished grilling me about Kanemura-san. Kanemura? What are they doing questioning you? I'm the one who found him. Walked back into the office and there he was. Dead. Sorry you had to see that. But hey, it hasn't exactly been smooth sailing on my end either. Speaking of, I take it you heard about Arai-san by now. Yeah, some detective named Tsukiyuchi told me. I still can't wrap my head around it. Me neither. Listen, we shouldn't talk about this stuff over the phone. You free to meet up later? Yeah. I got some questions I want to ask you, too. Sure thing. Think you could call me back in a few, though? I'm just finishing up with a customer. Oh, yeah. No problem. Talk to you soon. Sorry about that. Seems another one of my customers is in a bit of a pinch. It's fine. So, back to business. 10 days, 100 million yen. That's right. Understood. In that case, can I ask you to swing by again tomorrow? I'm gonna need a little time to mull that test over. Okay. Come prepared, though. We'll be starting right when you get here. I will.
So, それじゃあ明日。
ご来店お待ちしてます。お名前聞いてもよろしいですか？
リリーと言います。
リリさんですか？それは本名？それともお店の名前？
言わないとダメですか？
いえ、いいです。明日のご来店お待ちしてます。
Hey, it's Akiyama. Sorry to spring this on you last minute, but I'm bringing a new girl into the club. She starts tomorrow. Provided she actually shows up, that is. Rearrange the shifts, shuffle things around. I don't care how you do it, just make it work. Look, I know how to run my business. Besides, I already made up my mind. Don't let me down. Later. The ball's in her court now. Oh, Chief! You actually decided to show up today. Good to see you too, Hana-chan. We now have access to a hideout. Here you can save your game, move items to the item box, reminisce on past events, and view your playstats. Furthermore, your health will recover while at a hideout. Maybe I'll walk around the town while I wait for Kito-chan to call me back. Yeah. Let's do that. And it's here we can recover our health. Oh, wait. Wait. You recover health slowly? No, what is this? And it covers so slowly that I think I find this to be absolutely unnecessary. This is just dumb. But anyway, it's time for us to head off. Because it's at this moment the sub-stories begin. And it's also here we're introduced to new areas that we can elevate. Like, how do I put this? Rooftops and underground subways. Okay, so let's see. Let's head out. Hello? Akiyama-san, it's me. Is now a good time? Yep, we're all in the clear. What's up? There's something I gotta talk to you about. You mind if we meet up for a few? Not at all. Where at? How about that building in Theater Square? You know, the red one down the alley? We'll have some privacy there. Anyway, it's the one right across from the movie theater. I'll be waiting up on the roof. Roof of the red building. Got it. Perfect. See you there. Sounds like I should head over to Theater Square. And it's here we can actually get started on sub-stories. And there is plenty of. Unlike Yakuza 3 where there were 119 sub-stories, these sub-stories we can probably get done. Which means you'll devote like 2 or 3 parts per chapter to do this. It's not going to be as big of a drag. Huh? What's up? Akiyama speaking.
Oh, Chief! I'm so glad I caught you.
Why? What's up?
There's a customer who wants to see you. It seems kind of important. Can you come back to the office?
Yeah. Hang tight. I'll be there as soon as I can. The game doesn't really tell you, so you have to head back and then do the story there. Which, when you really put it that way, yeah, there's like 15 sub-stories for each. Like 13, like 14 or so. It's 63 sub-stories, so it's...
Oh, Chief! You have a customer waiting.
The one you told me about on the phone? Got it. Thanks. Apologies for the wait. So tell me, what brings you here today? Are you Akiyama-san? You provide interest-free loans here, is that right? Indeed I do. That said, there are a few conditions. May I ask your name? It's Shiobara. How much are you willing to lend out, usually? Mind telling me why you need the money first? That'll help me decide whether or not I should give you the loan. Well, not too long ago, I drove my printing company into bankruptcy. I'd inherited the place from my father, you see. But this time I figure I'll start my own company. From the ground up. You ran your father's company into the ground? It made money, but not enough to get out of the red. In the end, all I could do was downsize, but downsizing isn't always the best option, you know. The company was already on its way under. If our only available option was downsizing, wouldn't it have been better to just pull the plug? I think it's cowardly to fire people just to try and keep a company artificially afloat. So I took responsibility for my bad management and let the place go bankrupt. No hard feelings all around, right? I see. Spoken like a typical spoiled heir. The old company doesn't matter now anyway. What's important is getting this new company off the ground. So, will you lend me some money? I'm not against the idea, but why come to me? Can't you get your bank to cover it? I guess I didn't pass their review. They asked me what business the company would be in, but I hadn't decided yet. Something online, that's for sure. Still haven't figured it out, huh? What? You need planning documents too? Don't you loan sharks usually skip all that formality crap? No, it's just... Never mind. How much did you need? Let's see. How about 5 million? Why so much? Though now that I think about it, you probably have no idea how much you really need. Heh, what the hell? I'll lend you the 5 mil. No interest, no collateral. Seriously? You're not pulling my leg here. But first, you're gonna have to pass my test. Sure. Bring it on. I don't know what kind of test you're talking about, but I'll do anything you ask. All right. So you want to start a company, be its president. In that case, I'll need you, this is just, to find 3 business partners. Find 3 people to be your business partners and bring them to me. Business partners? 3 of them? Is that really all you need? Yeah. People who would be happy to help build up a company. What do you think? Can you do it? What are you talking about? I've got tons of friends. It won't take long at all. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million for me.
Chief, I couldn't help but overhear. Are you really going to lend money to that piece of work? He's nowhere near fit to start a company.
You think so too, huh? To tell you the truth, I agree. He's all talk. You see a lot of that nowadays.
So you never plan on giving him a loan in the first place? Then why bother with a test?
Oh, I'll lend him the money, but only if he passes. I'm gonna teach him it's a rough world out there.
But what if... I mean, just on the off chance...
Don't worry about it. A big mouth like him could never hope to pass one of my tests. You know, Hana-chan, a man might have lots of people he calls friend, but I doubt many of them would actually be willing to risk their livelihoods on him. He says it'll be a cinch to find 3 of them, but unless he's especially trustworthy or charismatic, they won't be on board. Welcome back. So, where are those 3 partners? They just don't understand. I told them they could easily pull in $100 million a year if they just left everything to me. Ah, so you failed the test. It's not my fault, it's theirs. They're just too blind to see it. And after all those times they begged for an invite to my parties too. Parties? My online game parties. You mean you haven't heard? They're kind of a big deal. They call me Hurricane Salt. I see. Well, it hardly matters at this point. You weren't able to pass the test, which means our loan discussion's over. My apologies. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shiba Ara-san here out? It's time for him to go.
Of course. Right this way, sir.
Wait just a second. You're telling me you know all about me from one lousy test? Who do you think you are, a god? Please, I'm counting on you. Give me just one more chance. One more. Please, I'm begging you. Let me try again. I swear I'll take it a whole lot more seriously this time. We have other business to attend to, you know, but it doesn't look like you'll be leaving anytime soon, so... Alright, one more time. Alright. Bring me the business cards of 10 company presidents. Any kind of company will do. 10 business cards? Is that really all you need? Corporate CEOs, presidents of small factories, take your pick. Just find 10 of them, get their cards, and bring them here. Are you sure? That sounds pretty easy. I mean, I used to be a president myself. I can get 20 or even 30 cards, no problem. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Well, good luck. I'll see you soon. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that $5 million ready for me.
Chief, why are you giving him a second chance? You usually send somebody like him well on his way by now.
He's just so astoundingly clueless. Don't you want to see how it all ends?
Not particularly. Look at it from my perspective. You always forget to collect on your loans. Too many boneheaded customers like him and I'll be up my neck in extra work.
And I appreciate every last ounce of work you do, Hana-chan. Don't I always treat you to a delicious meal at the end of every month?
I guess you can do what you want. It is your company after all.
If it were you, Hana-chan, how would you go about collecting 10 president's cards?
Well, I'd probably pop into an office building and talk to company presidents directly.
A frontal attack, huh? Good answer. As for me, I'd probably grab hold of a president or two, take them to a print shop, and have them make me some cards.
A little aggressive, maybe, but yeah, that sounds like something you do.
Nothing wrong with that. Hell, I could even have a print shop make up a bunch of fake cards if I wanted. Your straightforward method requires courage while my way calls for quick wit. Regardless, I doubt he's capable of either. Welcome back. So, you got those cards? I only have one. My father's. None of the CEOs I knew at my company are even in this town. Are there any company presidents here? It's all businessmen and restaurateurs. Actually, you're looking at one. Sorry if my appearance deceived you. Well then, since you weren't able to pass the test, I'm afraid I won't be giving you the loan after all. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shiba-san here out? It's time for him to go.
Of course. Right this way, sir.
Wait just a second. That test was set up all wrong. I can do better, I promise. Please, I'm counting on you. Give me just one more chance. One more. Alright, but only one more. Now then. Invite a hostess out after the club closes and bring her back here to my office. A hostess club? That's it? I just bring the girl here and the $5 million's mine? I don't know. Oh, come on. It should be a piece of cake for a guy like you. What's the problem? I just don't have the cash. Hostess clubs are expensive, you know? It's a real shame. I'd have all kinds of girls trailing after me if I just had the money. I'd be like the Pied Piper of Kamurocho. I guess I'll have to point you over to my friend's hostess club then.
You can put it on my tab. The place is called Sweet, over on Pink Street. Just tell them Akiyama sent you and they'll take care of the rest. Really? You can't do it without money, right? Well, I'm making that particular problem go away. So what do you think? Can you do that? Yes, of course. No problem at all. I'll bring you the best hostess in the club. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me. Chief, enough's enough. I've never seen you give anybody this many chances. I suppose you're right, but it's all just so interesting. Don't you think? Guy's a walking disaster. Chief, but why'd you send him to a hostess club? He'll just go out and have fun, and on your tab, no less. A first-time visitor to a hostess club hardly ever manages to invite a girl out afterward. Anybody who succeeds is either rich or a smooth talker. But this guy's broke, so he has about a 0% chance of pulling this off? We don't know that. I mean, he might fall into some crazy beginner's luck. That would be a miracle. Well, if he pulls off a miracle at a time like this, it'll be the first of many. Luck is just another kind of talent, wouldn't you agree? Maybe, but even so, if that guy gets his own very own miracle, then he's one of the most talented men I've ever met. Welcome back. So, where's that hostess? That club's no good. The girl at my table only said a few words then clammed up almost immediately. Isn't it her job to get the conversation going? I'm the customer. The paying customer. Yeah, paying with someone else's money. Seriously, though? Any other club, and I would have had a meeting out of the palm of my hand. It all boils down to a bad club. Even if we were to assume it was the club's fault, you still didn't manage to pass the test. That means I won't be giving you a loan. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shibara-san here out? It's time for him to go. Wait just a second! If you just let me try a different test, I'm positive I'm passed with flying colors. Please, I'm counting on you. It's always just one more with you. I've given you 3 chances already. No matter how many times you try, you'll never pass. Alright, so leave. I'm tired of having to string along a big talking nitwit. Please, this is it. My very last chance. If you give up on me now, I'm finished. Will you just leave already? I'm positive I can build a company that will never ever need a downsize. You really want to start your own company, don't you? Are you sure you're being entirely honest with me? And with yourself? Absolutely. No lies and no excuses, period. Fine. Then this is your honest-to-goodness last chance. You fail, you leave. Got it? Got it. I'll pass it for sure this time. You'll see. Okay, here we go. My friend's leaflet company is in the red. If you can get it to turn a profit again, I'll lend you the 5 million yen. But that could take years. The door is right there if you're not interested. What's it gonna be? You in or you out? Alright. Where is this leaflet company anyway? It's Paradise Advertising on West Shifuju Street. Just past the M store. Let me give them a call. Hello, Paradise Advertising? This is Akiyama over at Sky Finance. Akiyama-san, to what do I owe the pleasure? You've been asking for management advice, right? I found just the man for the job. Name's Shiobara-kun. I'll be sending him your way shortly. Really? Shiobara-san, is it? Thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Now it's all up to you. Paradise Advertising is on West Shifuku Street. I'm sure you'll see it when you get there. Alright, I'll be back. Chief, are you sure about this? That's one heck of a test. Isn't Paradise Advertising doing really bad right now business-wise? Stuck in the red even though sales remain strong and steady? Yeah, that's right. Even if sales go through the roof, the expenses are always higher. Which means their only choice is to downsize and cut their... Yup. All they can do is downsize. And our friend Shiobara-kun, who would rather see a company die than shrink, will now be forced to do just that. You're a bad man, Chief. Call it shock therapy. If he can't do this, he's hopeless. Shock therapy? Don't you think you should go check up on him just in case? You'd never know. Well, if you insist. Do you remember where Paradise Advertising is? The west end of Shifuku Street. Just past the M store, right? I'll be fine. I've been there plenty of times. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Hold on the fort till I get back. Guess it's now time for us to check up on him. We're only going to do at least like 3 of these sub-stories, and then we'll do the rest in the next part. Besides, they're all heading out, so we can be able to get things done on the fly. There's also another... Okay, so where is West Shichifu, Nakamichi, Pink Street? No, not that. That one. That means we're going to have to head up north. Don't worry, we'll take care of that one much later. And sadly, though, you don't have a fast running speed, which is like the most horrific thing. Also, there's a blue guy there, so make sure you talk to him. You there, are you always filling your pockets with stuff you got and throwing them away when you don't need them? How wasteful. Everything has a soul, so don't waste anything. Now it's time to don a tower. Talking to them will give you experience. Oh yeah, if you hit the touchscreen, you have to go to the title screen. So don't do that. Hold up a second. I've seen that face before. Ah, great. More morons. They could have just done the trainer encounter. Uh-oh. Ow! Okay, now you're... I'm dizzy? Okay, I missed the button press. Okay, I'm just gonna take weapons and I'm gonna bash your face in. You know, if you were actually this stupid, then you would actually try harder. What, you gonna sit down? Nah, sit down. Yeah, that's the really dumb thing about Akiyama. He's easy to get into, don't get me wrong. But the problem with him is that, yeah. I'll take this, and you're done. That's for punching me in the face, you dirtbag. What did he give me? That's a shape memory sprint. Okay, so I have to... Oh yeah, there's a guy in a gray suit. This guy. Yo, what's going on? Oh, Akiyama-san. Well, that Shiobara guy you sent over showed up. He marched in blustering about how he was going to put me in the black. But when I showed him the books, I guess he ran out of steam. Well, the thing is, he inherited his father's company but didn't want to downsize. And because of that, he wound up running the place into the ground. He willingly ruined his father's business just to avoid downsizing? Say, Akiyama-san, do you think that'll happen in my place too? Most likely. I peered over your books last time we talked. You'd be hard-pressed to get any more profit, and you've cut all the corners you can. The only thing left to do is to downsize. I know. Well, that may be true, but still, these people have been with me from day one. I've got to be frank with you here. It's your job as president to make this decision. I guess you're right. Oh, another thing. Do you know where Shiobara-kun went? Not exactly. He was walking towards Children's Park, though. He was? Thanks. I'll have to stop by again sometime soon. And he's right there. Of course he gives up. Really, man? Boxy garbage? What the hell's this? Well, did you think of a way to get them back on track? What's wrong? You dropped by Paradise Advertising, yes? You knew all along, didn't you? Knew what? You sent me to that company knowing full well that the only thing they could do was downsize. They have sufficient sales and good management. They take all the leaflet orders they can. I don't see how they could possibly bring in any more money, which means they have to reduce their expenses. Employee salaries have already been slashed, and there's simply no more fat to trim. Their president is a real go-getter, too. Keeps pristine books, has great employee morale, and still, he's stuck in the red. Now that sounds like the CEO you claim to be. You're looking in all the right places. If we need to reduce expenses, there's only one thing left to cut. Personnel costs. In other words, hey, if it isn't old Shiobara's idiot son, imagine my surprise running into you here. You work for my father's company? So you remember me, do ya? Well, thanks to you bringing down your old man's business, I'm still out of a job. But I either had to downsize or close the place down. My hands were tied and well, then you should have downsized. You think your way was more noble? My hands were tied. Ha! You think that's gonna make up for all the hardship you've caused? Speaking as a manager, downsizing does it make you proud that you didn't downsize? Well, guess what, pal? You probably won't put food on the table. Who'd hire me now at my age? I either live on the street or die in the gutter. Take some responsibility and die alongside me. Bad idea, old man. Once you take a life, your own life's over for good. Shut up! You could never understand how I feel. Never! You're right. I couldn't. Still, murder's not the answer. What's your deal anyway? You taking this moron's side? If you want to try to start over, I can help. Well, I can lend you money anyway. I don't want your damn money. How dare you insult me? That does it. We'll all go down together. Kamurocho man. More like Kamurocho ex-employee idiot. And this ex-employee idiot is gonna gladly knock you on your butt! Yeah, essence of smashing into tree. Hey, enough of this BS. I worked with his dad for more than 30 years. We were good friends, all of us. And then this ignorant moron, he tore it all to pieces. That company was... It can't be easy to start over at your age. But if you're willing to try, stop by Sky Finance on Tenkaichi Street. I'm just a money lender, but a little money might be just what you need right now. Sky Finance? Drop by any time. You knew all along. You knew that downsizing was the only way to get that company in the black. Yep, sure did. I knew it. Then why? Why? His friends had been with him from the start. The president didn't want to downsize, but that was the only way to save his company. And he still couldn't bring himself to do it, so you've come here to mull it all over, is that right? That angry old man, Paradise Advertising. I imagine you probably understand this now, but downsizing isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sure, it's not always the ideal or even the only option, but sometimes you have to do what's best for the company. If you don't, you might end up hurting a lot more people, like that old man. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Akiyama-san, could you ask that leaflet company guy to come meet us here? Sure, I'll call him right now. Yes? Hello? This is Akiyama from Sky Finance. We have something we'd like to talk to you about. Could you come meet us at the park? What is it, Akiyama-san? Something wrong? Shiobaro-kun wants to talk to you. Well, I once brought down my father's printing company because I didn't want to downsize and lose all the good people he employed over the years. And now your company's in the same position mine was. My apologies if this is too forward, but you have to downsize. Yes, I thought as much. But my people have been with me since the beginning. How could I just force them out like that? If the business fails, that's it. Everything's over. All of your employees get hurt. Every last one of them. I understand it's a tough decision to make, but it's the president's responsibility to protect the company. Akiyama-san. I agree. Downsizing is the only option. My heart goes out to you, but it's gotta be better than turning everybody out into the streets. I see. I guess that really is the only way to go, then. I just have one favor to ask of you. If this downsizing does turn your company around, make sure the people who were forced out get first crack at working for you again. After all, it's those employees who served the company by leaving, and they've all been friends and co-workers for a long time. Alright, I promise I will. When I first met you, Shiobara-san, I assumed you were nothing more than some half-baked smartass. But now I see that you look out for everyone like a fine upstanding CEO. I know it's awfully hard, but we've got to do the best we can by our employees. Now if you'll excuse me. Thank you very much. I've learned a lot from all this. Paradise Advertising will be in the black soon enough, so let's consider the test passed. The money is yours, provided you're still interested. Yes, I am. I can't give up now. I still don't know what kind of company to build, but I'm going to do my best to make sure it brings happiness to everyone who works there. I can promise you that much. And for right now, that's enough. Here you are then, 5 million yen. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. This is all I've got, but I'd like you to at least have some token of my gratitude. Please accept it all with my thanks. Memoirs of an... Sure, why not? Thank you kindly. Alright, I'm off. I'm about to become a very busy man. And that takes care of that, and we leveled up. Nice, we get cylindrical garbage. Okay, so with that, at least that quest done. And we also unlocked, and we leveled up. So we get our hands on some new abilities. We've already unlocked all the 1s. We could unlock the 3s. I got 3. No, we'll get the combo speed boost because that's going to help speed up our attacks. That's important because you need to do that. Now we can then focus on the 2s. Okay, so we got one more sub-story to do before we end it. And it turns out... Are you serious? Are you serious? Well, guess we're going to have to get that done. I'm going to try to get all the sub-stories done with all the characters. Just do not ask me to do Amon. I'm not doing that. Besides, he ain't going anywhere. The only reason I went with fast combo speed is so that way I can actually speed things up. Speed up my attack so I can hit fast. And I gotta make sure everyone has this ability. Okay, so for this next one, we're gonna head south to Sky Finance. Wait, the hell's he doing here? Shiobara? Oh, Akiyama-san! What are you doing on this side of town? Actually, I was just on my way to see you. Me? Uh-huh. Alright, let's head upstairs then. So what can I do for you? Akiyama-san, please make me your apprentice. My apprentice? Yes, please. Well, this is sudden. Weren't you starting some kind of online company? That's what I figured at first. But when I really sat down to think about it, I couldn't come up with anything I wanted to do. So why become my apprentice? I bet if I studied under you, I could discover my true calling. That's crazy talk. Figure that out for yourself. Please. I have no intention of taking on an apprentice. I'm not asking to be paid, of course. I just want to stay here until I work out what I want to do. Absolutely not. I don't want to waste the 5 million yen you lent me. Please. Please. What's holding you back, Chief? He already said he's not out for money. I don't know. Well, I'm all for it. Thank you, Hana-san. Fine. Really? We'll start by having you pick us up some lunch. I can do that. I'll be right back. You just wanted to be your errand boy, don't you? Wasn't that obvious? Phew, I couldn't eat another bite. By the way, Akiyama-san, why did you start Sky Finance anyway? Why? Well, frankly, you're not making any money here. I was just wondering what gave you the idea. What gave me the idea, huh? You really want to know? I do. It might help give me a push. I used to be homeless. Did you really? Yeah. I'd worked at a bank, but what with that one thing after another, I quit. Ran out of money pretty fast. When was this? About 5 years ago, maybe. After I left the bank, I lived on the streets for a while. Then one day, money came literally fluttering down from the sky. Really? Money? You didn't hear about that? There was an explosion at the Millennium Tower that blasted billions of yen out into the street. Oh, yeah! I saw that on the news! I ran around like an idiot, but eventually gathered up about 1 million yen or so. And that's how you started your business? With that chump change? Nah, you can't even rent an office for that little. Then, what did you do? I'd been in the banking business, so I knew a little bit about finance. I thought, what's the best way to make more? So I went into day trading. What's that? It's basically trading stocks within the course of a single day. You complete a bunch of trades on a day-by-day basis, and if all goes well, you can earn a substantial profit on your sales. It's not all that different from gambling, I suppose, but with a little expertise, you can make more than you would on the horses. And did you? Did you really make that million grow? Well, it was do or die. I scraped up whatever info I could and bought and sold both day and night. Not everything was strictly legal, however. One bad trade and I would have been done for. But I guess somebody up there was looking out for me. Before long, I made a pretty nice chunk of change. Then I tried futures trading and the like. Maybe I had a natural talent for it. In any case, the money just kept on multiplying. I made a businessman's salary thousands of times over in only a few short years. Soon after, I found myself wondering what I should do with it all, which made me lukewarm on the idea of making more. Did you lose interest in money itself? No. I just went from thinking only about how to make money to thinking about ways to use the money I made. And you became an interest-free moneylender to help people with their money problems? No. It was more than just wanting to help out people who were strapped for cash. I wanted to see people who lost their money and hit rock bottom work hard to pull themselves back up again, just like I had. And that's how Sky Finance came to be.
Excuse me, I've heard I can get a loan here.
That's enough war stories for today. Okay. Let's hear what you have to say. Right this way. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, my husband's obsessed with gambling. He's gotten us into a ton of debt. Then he drinks and just becomes so incredibly violent. I got us out of there as soon as I could. I couldn't take it anymore.
That's terrible.
He borrowed all kinds of money under my name, too, and now the loan officers refuse to give me the time of day. I heard a rumor that you might be able to help, so here we are.
How much did you need?
We left with nothing but the clothes on our backs. Would it be possible to borrow about $500,000 for living expenses?
All right, but you have to pass a test before I give you the money.
Yes, I'd heard about that, too. What would you have me do?
You have 3 hours to find work somewhere here in Kamurocho. Do that and the $500,000 is yours, interest-free.
Only 3 hours?
You'll find something if you look hard enough. They say we're in a recession, but there's still plenty of work available if you're not too picky. What do you think? Want to give it a try?
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
Was it really necessary to give her a test? After all she's been through? If she's serious about the loan, she'll pass it just fine. Where's Noriko? And you are? My wife came here for a loan. Oh, so you're her husband, are you? Aha! So she was here. Uh-huh. Where is she? Drag her ass out here right now. I'm sorry, but your wife is now my customer, and I'm not at liberty to divulge information about my customers. Why, you? If you have any complaints, I'd be more than happy to take this outside. That suits me just fine. Alright, let's hear what you have to say. I ain't got nothing to say. Just get Noriko out here now. You looking to get your ass beat? Now, see here, pal. Oh, shut the F up, will ya? Looks like I'm just gonna have to beat your ass. Okay, we're gonna have to knock this Kamurocho man down. And why are there people here watching? I mean, whatever. Time to knock his ass out. Okay, how about I taunt you for a bit? That'll boost it up. Here, eat this. Maybe this should give you a good lesson in karma. Damn it! You'll pay for this! Wow, I'd run too if I were married to him. Naturally. Any luck?
No, nothing.
Then I can't lend you the money. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave.
I stopped into every single place looking for part-time help. They all said I was too old. I tried lots of stores and restaurants, but they told me they had enough help.
And?
3 hours to find work in Kamurocho? It's just not possible.
Did you check the red light district?
What?
You know, massage parlors, places like that. Somebody as good looking as you should be able to find a willing employer, no problem.
I could never work in the sex industry.
That's entirely up to you, but you won't get the loan until you pass the test.
But
I really must ask you to leave. I feel... Akiyama-san! Hasn't she been through enough already? Like I said, I don't give people money just because I feel sorry for them. Still, if she truly wanted a new life for herself, she'd have gone straight into a massage parlor and asked for a job. I won't lend to anybody who's less than serious. You were serious about changing your life, right? And I lent you your money. I helped you because you were sincere. You said you didn't want to waste my 5 million yen. Are you really looking for a worthwhile way to spend it? Because I can tell you right now, you won't find anything by hanging around me. You're right. You lent me money, so I felt dependent on you. I'll give some more serious thought to what exactly it is I want to do. Are you sure about this, Chief? You could have let Shiobara-san work here, you know. No, it's better this way. He's a big boy. I'm sure he can figure out his hopes and dreams all by himself. And that's exactly what he could have done. Besides, there wasn't anything he could have done anyway. So yeah, that's it. We're done with part 2. We'll do some more sub-stories in part 3. We've already done 2 so far for this chapter, and there is approximately 5 more. So we'll get them done. As always, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. This might not be as long as Yakuza 3, but I find it to be better than Yakuza 3, believe me. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.